stop. If you were even thinking about buying the Sony A7R VI or the Sony A1 today, you need to pause that order right now. Something massive just leaked from the Sony supply chain. And it changes everything we thought we knew about the future of full-frame photography. We are talking about a resolution jump so significant, it's moving into medium format territory. Welcome back to Tech Vibe. Today, we're peeling back the curtain on the ghost in the machine, the Sony A7R VI. This isn't just an incremental update. It's a total reimagining of what a high-resolution camera can do. We've gathered the most authentic, verified leaks and patent filings from early 2026 to bring you the full picture. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly why this camera is causing panic at Canon and Nikon headquarters. The R in Sony's A7R line has always stood for resolution. But in 2026, resolution isn't enough. We need speed, we need intelligence. And we need a sensor that doesn't just capture light, but predicts it. After months of silence, the floodgates have finally opened. We're talking 80 megapixels, 8K 60p uncropped video, and a new AI. Is this the ultimate hybrid monster? Or is Sony finally pushing the limits of the full-frame mount too far? Stick around, because we're diving into the specs that nobody else is talking about yet. For years, the 61 megapixel sensor has been the gold standard for high-res shooters. But as we move deeper into 2026, the industry is shifting. The latest reports confirm that Sony has finally moved past the 61 megapixel ceiling. Usually, high-resolution sensors are slow. They suffer from terrible rolling shutter. But by using a stacked architecture similar to what we see in the flagship A1 series, Sony is aiming to give us the best of both worlds: extreme detail and blistering readout speeds. Imagine having the ability to crop into a photo by 200% and still have more detail than a standard 24 megapixel shot. For landscape and studio photographers, this is the holy grail. But the real vibe shift here is the processing power to handle. This processor is what enables the A7R VI to finally tackle 8K video at 60 frames per second without a heavy crop. This is a massive leap over the previous generation where we were often limited by frame rates or overheating. But let's talk about the feature that is going to blow your mind: AI prediction autofocus. We saw the beginning of this with the AI. It uses deep learning algorithms to predict where a subject will move before they even take a step. Whether it's a bird behind branches or a model turning their back to the camera. The A7R VI is designed to stay locked on with a hit rate that feels like cheating. It's analyzing skeletal structures and movement patterns in real time. I know what you're thinking. All that power is going to melt the camera. This has been the biggest complaint with the R series for years. However, Tech Vibe has seen reports of a completely redesigned internal thermal structure. We're looking at a passive cooling system inspired by the Sony FX line, allowing for 8K recording for over 60 minutes without a thermal shutdown. This effectively turns the A7R VI into a professional cinema tool that just happens to take world-class photos. Let's look at the body itself. Sony isn't fixing what isn't broken, but they are refining it. The 9.44 million EVF is back, but with a boosted 240 Hz refresh rate. The 4-axis multi-angle LCD I/O, which everyone loved on the Mark V, is staying. But rumors suggest a larger 3.4-inch display for better visibility in bright sunlight. And for the pros in the audience, yes, we are finally seeing the transition. 2 dual FexPress Type A and SD 4.0 slots, ensuring your workflow isn't bottlenecked by slow cards. What about the stabilization? The A7R VI already had a legendary 8-stop IBIS. The A7R VI is rumored to push this to 8.5 or even 9 stops when used with optimized GM lenses. This means you could potentially shoot 1-second handheld exposures and get tack-sharp results. It's a game-changer for those of us who hate carrying tripods into the backcountry. It literally redefines what handheld shooting can achieve in low-light environments. Now, we have to talk about the price. Innovation this massive doesn't come cheap. Expected to launch in the United States and premium markets in late 2026. The Sony A7R VI is likely to sit in the $3,999 to $4,499 price bracket. It's a premium investment, but when you consider it, replaces both a high-risk stills camera and a professional 8K cinema rig, the value starts to make sense. We are moving into an era where the line between photography and cinematography is completely blurred. Sony knows that the high-end professional market is looking for one tool that can do it all without compromise. If these leaks hold true, the A7R VI will be the most capable piece of technology ever fitted into a standard camera body. But here is the million-dollar question. Should you wait for it? If you are a professional whose income depends on the absolute highest image fidelity, or if you've been waiting for a reason to ditch your medium format system for something more portable, the answer is a resounding yes. The A7R VI isn't just a camera, it's a statement that Sony still owns the mirrorless throne. We are also hearing whispers about a new global shutter variant, though most insiders suggest that will be reserved for the A1 II to keep the product lines distinct. For the R series, it's all about the sheer volume of data and the intelligence used to process it. Every time we think we've reached the limit of full-frame sensor technology, Sony finds a way to move the goalposts. This camera represents the pinnacle of that engineering spirit. As we look closer at the competition, the pressure is on. Canon's R5 series and Nikon's Z8 have been biting at Sony's heels, but the A7R VI is designed to end that conversation. With the inclusion of a dedicated AI chip that is twice as fast as its predecessor, the camera isn't just capturing what is there, it is understanding the scene. This means better auto-white balance, more accurate skin tones in complex lighting, and an exposure system that can recognize subjects and prioritize them even in high-contrast backlit situations. It's a level of automation that empowers the artist rather than replacing them. So, is 80 megapixels overkill, or is it exactly what the industry needs? I want to hear from you in the comments. Are you team more pixels or team better pixels? If you found this breakdown helpful, make sure to smash that like button and subscribe to Tech Vibe. We're tracking every single leak leading up to the official launch. And you don't want to miss our hands-on review when this beast finally arrives. The Sony A7R VI is shaping up to be the most ambitious camera of the decade. From the 80MP stack sensor to the predictive AI, it's clear Sony isn't playing it safe. But how will it stack up against the upcoming competitors? We're actually working on a comparison video for that right now. Hit that notification bell so you're the first to know when it drops. This is Tech Vibe, keeping you ahead of the curve. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.